YAJ effect. YAJ. Welcome to YAJ. Welcome to YAJ.
Good evening, everybody. It's YouTube Tuesday. Hope everybody's doing well on this fine day outside.
Feels good outside.
Of course, Mr. Want to play toys with Buzz Lightyear in his pockets.
Sorry, Emotep. Yeah, we got a full house tonight. Emotep, Veronica Rose, Tonio, Bradley. Still haven't received his pension yet.
Hey, Patricia.
What's up, Trish?
Holla.
Love my kids, love my grandbabies as always. Can't wait to see y'all soon. I want to.
Oh my gosh! Come on now.
Look here.
You've been staying in too much.
Let's be quiet, woman. Let's get into the matter of the story here. What exactly would you have done if you had gotten $1.6 million to millionaires got? What would you have done?
Well, I personally would pay off all the debts that I have, and I would buy a house, furnish it, and be happy. And then after all this is done and said, I'm going on a trip.
Because the most rational panel here would probably get a house that they can afford, that they don't have to worry about working anymore, because believe it or not, you can live off your interest. Because all you need to do is put $100,000 in the bank and it will draw its own interest. $500,000 is significant enough for you to get a nice, good house to start off with. Because most houses today start almost at $200,000. I don't know why.
Well, that's the houses been around for a long time now. You buy these brand new houses,
yeah,
you're going $300,000, $400,000, $500,000.
Yeah, and I might get into the whole aspect of buying a house, but what I'm trying to tell you is this:
you could do stuff with the money that you've gotten.
Right.
If we got that instead of what we had gotten.
But most people who don't know how to budget money, they would automatically, well, oh, damn, the mall is closed, so you can't go get those Jordans, huh?
You can get them online, and they can mail them to your house.
I'm about to slap somebody. I'm going to turn off the camera. But where we're going with this story, it goes back to everything that I basically researched while I had time off today. And probably a little bit, I've been doing a segment about, I'll put it this way, the mark of the beast. What do you think this is? And even though people want to speculate it's a chip, my personal opinion, this is why I love the show, is that the mark of the beast is your social security number. Because think about it for a moment. You're born with it. You die with it. Used to be when your identity got taken in the very beginning, they would give you another social security number. Now you're stuck with it. Put to you this way, there's only 2 chances your social security number will be cleared. If the government does it, or if you go into a witness protection program. That's the only time. Because if everybody was to actually go to your government official, you could actually get rid of it, but you will be known as a sovereignty of your own nation. And with that, yeah, it's all great, but if you go to prison or you go to a hospital, They don't know who you are. Guess what? You stay there.
Stay where?
Oh yeah, you could actually stay in a prison if you become a sovereignty of your own nation. That means that you have denounced your social security number and you no longer
Or a
U.S.
citizen?
You're not a citizen. You're not United States property. You didn't know that, did you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a whole lot of looking up there. See, everybody at some point they're going to figure out how to lie to you to get a chip. Believe me, they are. And
I don't want a chip. I mean, the chip that I saw that they showed on Facebook or whatever, people have been sending and stuff like that. You don't know if it's true or not, but they were sending chips where they put them in your hand and that, and you can go up to a drink machine, put your hand and go like this, and press what you want, and it's already paid for. So that means that chip takes care of like what, everything, like your phone, because I've even seen talking to you. I have a built-in phone in my hand because you have a chip. So that means, and anybody and everybody can hear everything.
Yeah.
That's how they're keeping track of you.
If you go to jail, they don't use your name. You get a. Think about this for a moment. And this is why we are sitting here, and it pisses me off to no end that you morons are not getting it. You're not getting anything that the signs are telling you. I don't even have to make this church sermon or even try to tell you in a truthful thought where I researched it for years, because you're never going to believe it. But the whole thing about this is, and you're not getting it, if they was either able to say that the virus is true or fabricated, at some point they're going to figure out to use their end game on you. And it's coming. It is coming. They are going to cripple the economy in order for you to do what they want. And I don't have to make this up, and it's not science fiction. It's true. A restaurant has almost on the verge of collapsing because of this virus. It has nothing to do with Leslie says, what YAJ says. It has nothing to do with us.
We're just saying what we think and what we feel. If anybody else has any comments, we got a phone. We got a phone number. Or you can put it out here. We'll read it and answer.
They normally put it on Facebook anyway. But
no, I don't mean Facebook. I mean, as we're talking, you can compute this in here, put it in there, and we can talk about it. Don't have a problem with that.
Yeah. Because, guys, I'm telling you, if these people, corporations don't have to worry about it. That's why they make billions of dollars. These mom and pops that we like to go to, or we built a rapport because of the community, they can't. They've already had trouble with what's going to happen in January 1st when the minimum wage law kick in. Now they've pushed that back. Remember what Nostradamus said? We always thought it was the Twin Towers and New York would never cover. But did we ever bother to see that there was a virus that came that financially wiped countries out? You need money to survive. And if you don't have money, you better have means to survive.
Well, my theory is, why not go back to where you can trade a cow for something else?
Because that's not how the wealthy
I know that's
want
not
it.
to where it was. That was then. This is now.
The wealthy want
But
to
everybody
swipe a
wants all
card.
that money and wants to be in charge and be in control. That's all fine and dandy. When you die, you can't take that with you. When you die, your money's not going with you. They're going to bury you with your money.
That's the
Once you're gone, you are gone.
Look, dealing with the end of the world. Pick out any movie you want, and what's the end result?
Hi, Susie. Hi, Robert.
Money,
Trish,
is never the issue in any of this. Because, say, me, Antonio, and Veronica Rose, the world ended. We all were together. We had enough ammunitions to do what we had to do to go where we need to go.
Shoot, we got the whole world to ourselves? Yeah.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Is what I'm saying is that we all of a sudden we found out that Safe Haven started to burn. We had to leave. Guess what? You're out in the cold. But guess what? The world has no money. And as soon as we look up the hill, there's like 20 other people with ammunitions and everything. Well, they're already going to figure out who's the weaker of the link and start picking us off. The
See,
same as we got to do
my
to
problem
them.
is, why figure out who the weakest link is and start to shoot them off? How about work together so we can get the power going and build our own? I mean, if you ain't got that many people in this world, I'm serious. If you didn't have but like maybe 200 to 300 people in this whole entire world, why fight each other for something when you got all this land and all these places that you could pick and start your own businesses back up and start building things back up and start all over again?
Let me ask you this. How come when you go to an all-black club, there's one white girl, every black guy got to go to her? But you go to an all-white club and there's one black girl, nobody goes to her.
Well, that's not true.
I'm just telling you. Because people don't want to work together. People are not going to work together.
See, Susie said you can make babies and build the world back up. Oh,
Tell my daughter that I love her, and along with my grandbabies, please. I don't know what the hell they got to do with
hey,
anything.
you said me and Antonio and you.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Let me finish this up because I'm about to choke somebody up in here. Okay. I got a little trivia.
Okay.
And my mother and I was talking today, and what was the 3 things that God marked? 3. We all know that if you look in not in the newer
Testament.
Right, in the Old Testament, God clearly marked Cain because of what he did to Abel. But he also marked Adam in his ribs, gave him his own signature.
I want to be doing good.
My mother looked up and said that God also marked Jerusalem, who was faithful, by the angel, like they marked the rafters in Egypt when the angel of death was coming through. But if you have any more information, let us know. Oh, and by the way, since I was talking about the mark of the beast, anybody know what the first Apple computer sold for in 1976?
I do.
Really? Oh my God, stealing my information.
I didn't say it. I was waiting for you to say it.
I wasn't gonna say it.
All right, y'all look it up. Come back, let us know. And choke someone. Bring it on.
Who said
Susie.
choke someone?
Choke someone. Bring it on, is what she said. Bring it
Oh,
on.
dear Lord. The first is called Apple I computer in 1976. And how much was it sold for?
And what's the prize if they if somebody gets
It is no
right?
prize. It's called satisfaction of understanding that you understand that your government keep crying about how drugs was the gateway to everything.
Susie said $25. All right, keep going.
Look, your government. Notice the pattern here. Your government. Your government, your government, your government. Your government was the one who said that drugs was the gateway to everything. They did. In 1980, they said drugs was the gateway. They said marijuana was the gateway to everything, but it wasn't.
No, it probably was. It's just that the ones that were dealing with it that they didn't want them to deal with, they put them away. So they could make the money themselves because they had to find out who was doing it so they can get the money to do it
They
themselves.
dropped them in the hoods. They dropped all them drugs in the hoods. They allowed their own troops to come back with heroin. Most of the troops in Vietnam were on heroin when they got back.
Well, look at everything they've been going through.
But it's your government who is just like in the middle of everything. But what I'm saying is, this is what I'm trying to tell you. There are more gateways. There are more gateways to knowledge that people just want to keep on listening to our government. I'm just saying.
So you said, what's in your drink? And 500,000. Oh, are you saying 500,000 for the computer, or $500? No, 500, no. A lot lower,
Oh my God.
but bigger than what I.
Why don't you type it in for her?
Oh, Wanda, good job. You got it.
See the basis of the show today? See the basis of the show today?
Of course, that's an evil number.
That's the basis
Or
of the
as
show.
they say.
I'm just telling you. Everything's going to lead back to your government. And unfortunately, in all the movies, like I said, my boy over here can contest for it because he watches these movies just as much as I do. The two things that cripple are your governments and money. That's when it comes to these kind of flicks, money has nothing to do with nothing. Money is just a piece of paper that we put value on.
Think we put value on it, but
I mean, think about it. We was in Africa right now, and I could sell you for a goat.
no, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
You better not.
I'm just telling you.
That goat better be good.
I'm just telling
What
you.
you get it for?
I'm just telling you.
Yes.
Play us out, dog.
You did good, Wanda. You got it.
See, Susie, you were playing around, didn't even know
No,
that.
Susie,
YAJFX.
one number up.
YAJFX. YAJ.
But it wasn't 1,000. It was only the hundreds. Y'all have a good evening, and we'll see you on Saturday. YouTube Saturday.
Me and Evil Tim is going to have a nice day, and I want to fly around.
Exactly, Susie.
Oh,
That's
she probably
exactly what it is. Yep. Yep, got it.